Forget the Marvel slate you knew, and, well, the entire, I guess, Marvel, including Sony slate, because in the last month we've seen, like, everything get reshuffled and delayed and delayed for, like, an eighth time in some cases. Look, I think the best thing to get out of this entire thing is the fact that Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars are now a year apart, and the visual effects team are not going to be literally dragged through the mud for an entire 7 months. Like,
let's be honest, it wasn't going to be the same team.
It's
it wasn't going to be the same people working on two movies that come out in the space of.
I mean, the same months. Company, yes, but different parts of teams, yeah, because they have different divisions of teams that handle different movies at a time. But
they
again,
also ship it out to different companies as well, or studios. So it's
I will say
that was always not a problem.
The big thing with Secret Wars getting delayed this far out to me, and this is just by something when I talk to marketing people and friends of mine who work in the analytics side of things, they said that they could literally sense a sigh of relief because the marketing for an Avengers film is a 4-month window. The last 2 times. Imagine getting out of Kang Dynasty and you're not even you're starting to hype up the physical home media release, and at the same time you already had to start dropping trailers and toys for the next Avengers film. He was like, I literally talked to some people working at some of these companies that were like, oh my god, we're actually going to be able to survive this year. Like, it was too much pressure, I think, on everybody to Avengers films, so I'm cool with all the delays.
I was looking forward to the AdSense, to be honest.
Oh, God, yeah. That would have been, But
and there's only one company who's able to do this, though, and that's good old Warner Brothers with the Matrix films. Remember when they dropped the 2 sequels back-to-back in the same year?
I was trying to think of what franchise it was that dropped the last
Matrix?
2.
Yeah, it was Revelations and Revelations?
Huh. Both, yeah.
Yeah, they dropped it in the same year, like literally a couple of months apart.
I think if it was 6 months, it was 6 months, but it weren't that far.
I'm looking this up. So Reloaded came out May 15th, and Revolutions came out November 5th. My God, it's like the same.
Yeah.
And there was diminishing
Both
returns.
movies sucked.
Yeah. Wow, the third film lost half its box office. Oof. Ooh, well, that's because the second one was garbage, but yeah.
People forgot that the third movie was coming out.
Yeah. Huh. Wow. So, I think my takeaway for this whole delay is they're not going to delay Secret Wars again. So that's staying in that May spot, I think. Whatever else, but
a year apart is as far as you're going to take that.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing the whole, Kang Dynasty leads into a Battle World situation and you have a mini phase between them,
which
fair enough, push it back further then because you can expand that stuff even more.
I mean, now that gives us even more room to play around with content and stuff, so it's like that's great. Like, they don't have to
also means they can delay the movies in between and without having to worry. Like those 2 movies that we don't know what they are yet, just like,
you mean Eternals 2 and 3?
I mean, yeah, obviously. No.
So
see, now this podcast is 50% smart people.
So
the hierarchy has changed.
Yeah, just gonna ignore Black Adam. Okay.
I am looking at the damn Phase 6 reveal right now. So it was Avengers Kang Dynasty on May 2nd. November 7th was Secret Wars, and there was 2 projects literally sandwiched in between them. Yeah, that is 4 projects in like 8 months. Get out of here.
Yeah.
That is
if we go by the trademarks was Shang-Chi and
it's Celestials.
Celestials movie, yeah.
Huh. Damn.
The Shang-Chi would have a huge, really huge part for both for both Avengers if he was like sandwiched in the middle.
Yeah, it was like Wreckage of Time or something like that for Shang-Chi.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hype.
Then Celestials Edge of Time or No Time. It's something. They both had time in the title, and it's just kind of like, if they're gonna go anywhere, if this is true, they're gonna go there.
Yep.
It's obvious.
Now they got a little bit more room, which is good. Which maybe they can repeat then what they did before. You got like that September. Then you drop Shang-Chi, and then November you follow up with Eternals in between, so you kind of got that like.
Yeah, you do the Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the Wasp bit.
Yeah, and do the same thing again. Then you got Fantastic Four dropping before. Like it perfectly. The new slate I think makes more sense if you just kind of logically look at it. So it's looking good.
I'd say logistically, it's probably better off this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the conversation from Comic-Con was like, "That's a hell of a slate."
Yeah.
Like, VFX people crapping themselves.
It's
But maybe they just outright said no, we're not going to do those 2 movies in that short amount of time, and that's why they moved it.
Weta Digital put their foot down for once.
Isn't Weta Digital Warner Brothers?
They do
Isn't that
some
their,
Marvel stuff. No, they used to be
they?
really big. When Legendary was a major part of WB, they would always work with them. But now it's
yeah,
since
you're right,
Legendary
yeah.
was like, yeah, no, they had to shift those plans.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Either that or Blade's like the key, and he's going to change the
I mean,
hierarchy. of
Blade had the
MCU.
power to delay the entire Disney slate. They didn't just delay the MCU; they reshuffled all the Disney slate as well. So,
Because we could assume that. Because we could assume that Blade does really like. What if the Blade film really does take place after the ending of Eternals? Because remember, he's with Black Knight and such, so on and so forth. He has the Necro Sword. Black Knight needs to go save his girl. He got to fight the Celestials solo. He over here thinking it's like Game of Thrones. I don't know.
yeah.
Jon Snow being Jon Snow.
Also, remember, they're still working on that Game of Thrones Snow sequel. So, how's his schedule gonna look? Like, there's, man, it's getting kind of crazy.
He'll die. No, kill him off. Kill him off after Blade. Call it a day.
Some Eternal always trying to ice skate up hills. What? Don't worry about it. Oh.
He's not on the turn.
Yep. So, yeah, look, these delays are good in my opinion. There's nothing here. Like, at least they're getting more time to work on Deadpool 3 as well. Like, it's,
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman was already working out.
he's going to be huger now, so it's good.
He's gonna shrink.
Oh,
How many steroids can you fit into one man? Let's find out.
yes, you can. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. Overall, I'm excited for the slate. You know, they didn't at least cancel anything, which was my big worry. I was like, they're going to scrap something here, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to fall short of expectations, or they're going to just, like, outright can't. They're going to Inhumans as a
Doing
film.
the humans.
See, we were on the same wavelength here. You know the punchline, the Inhumans. Oh, that's...
Can they not be a punchline anymore? It hurts.
Well, blame Feige. That's why they're a punchline.
I will blame Buck
That's true.
and Loeb. I'll blame those two.
Good old racist Uncle Loeb.
I can't blame Kevin. He's an adorable little camera. He's got his hat on.
So, yeah, I think that's kind of it for that topic as well.